We're here. We're at it. I'm very curious on Mr. Fleekazoid's review or so on Monster Hunter Wilds. I am super curious what he thinks about it, actually. Well, I kind of think I might know what he'll think about it, so, or what he'll think about it specifically. But I'm curious.
Troops, it's time to make Payday angry. What? Oh, this? No, this isn't a fursuit.
What are you talking about? This is my high-level armor. Come on, quit being jealous. It's unbecoming. Monster Hunter Wilds is the latest
Jesus fucking Christ, dude. There's already mods for this already? For that? God lord.
furry indoctrination sandbox where you smack really big monsters for 100 hours and somehow don't get bored of it. It's David and Goliath if David drugged Goliath and brought him back to his special dungeon. It's my favorite franchise where you can turn an endangered animal into a fur coat, and it's the fork in the road that either leads to becoming a furry or Cabela's. But for me, it's just another fine addition to my collection of games where I
kill things because they're different from me.
In fact, this game is so much fun I didn't have to use mods. I mean, but you know, besides a couple of quality of life things, but they're just some small
Right, quality of life things,
front end tweaks. I promise you, you're not even gonna notice them. I mean, when our
Right. Right.
blacksmith looks like this,
I don't even need to use mods.
but what I do need is for this entire story to fuck off right now. I'll tell you what's really wild. The tutorial is 8 hours long and they call it the main story. They put in so many cutscenes and walk-alongs that I kept forgetting what the dodge button was between fights. I go from ODing on dopamine in the fights to going cold turkey in the cutscenes.
So true. So true. Oh my god. Okay. Yes, he gets it. Bro, this story is so ass. I'm sorry. I honestly, like, if you like this story, that's cool and everything. I guess you like lukewarm stories, but man, dude, this story is ass.
These cutscenes are like dopamine detoxes. Get that annoying little shit out of my face. I get
Oh my god. Yes. Oh, fuck this kid, bro. I hate this kid. I don't give a fuck what anyone says, bro. This kid was annoying as shit.
that the story is supposed to build up all these fights and give you more of a reason to want to hunt the monsters, but you misunderstand me, Capcom. I already have a reason. I want to turn that gangly bitch into a mink coat. I don't need to know who they are, where they come from, or why they're here. I need to know if killing them will help me make my greatsword even greater. The only motivation this is giving me is to skip the cutscenes until I see a big old monster show up. Like those monsters right there. God damn, Gemma, look at those big naturals. What is that, tungsten steel? Luckily, once the main story is done, they just let you smack the fucking monsters. But before we get into fucking monsters, let's talk about stalking monsters. Wilds is way more actiony and streamlined than the previous entries. In previous games, just to find these bastards, you would have to interview the chicken's family, past lovers, you'd have to find piles of shit and take a little nibble and go, he's within 100 meters of here. I know it. Tonight's the night, and it's gonna keep happening again and again and again. Oh,
That's funny because that's a Monster Hunter World reference.
shit, there he is. Only to have to repeat this all over again 10 minutes later because the bastard rolled away mid-fight. I thought I was getting an animal cruelty simulator, and instead I got a shitty serial killer getting his daily cardio simulator. PETA shouldn't be mad about this game. I think this is more the fat activist jurisdiction. Whereas in Wilds, you load in, hop on the bird, turn on autopilot, go take a dump, come back, and there's the frog staring you down deviously.
Come over here and kiss me on my hot mouth.
Now when he runs, I'm tracking that bitch on Find My Fursuit. We're one game away from not even showing up to the battlefield anymore and just drone strike.
Dude, I fucking love Belonga Gonga fucking in this game, dude. I fucking love that monkey, dude. It's just kind of weird that he shows up like super late in the game, though. You know, I kind of expected him to show up like, I don't know, maybe in like normal rank and then high rank afterwards, but you know, kind of weird, but that's just me.
Striking these bastards. I get it now, new Assassin's Creed fans. Letting the game play itself is way better than me playing it. I can only imagine how good it feels to avoid playing your dog shit game. But for now, we still gotta mince our meat. And with that being said, the combat's fantastic. No matter what weapon you use, the flow is stupid.
I don't know about that. The heavy bow gun feels like ass to play, in my personal opinion. Well, actually, more. I wouldn't say ass. It's like more boring. It's very boring. Hey, King.
And as the new aiming feature gives me a snowball's chance in hell at reaching these tall monsters' taints, and I don't even think a single franchise out there has as impactful hits as Monster Hunter does. When you're smacking them, the scales come off, tails come off, you're shaving them like one of those meat tornadoes at the kebab places. Except instead of questionable meat-like compounds, you're shaving off a little Gucci, a little Cucinelli, a little Prada, a little Tom Ford. I'm shaving off this drip by the fistful. And I know I said any weapon is fun, but you should know by now not to listen to me. There's only one weapon that will allow you through the pearly gates, and that's the great sword. Some people will say there's no need to go all in because you can just bring a second weapon, and they're right. You do get a second weapon, another great sword. Shut up and go get Gemma to make you a Cosby sword to go with your regular sword. Gunlance users are out here struggling on monsters as simple as the flaming cocks. Can you imagine that? Great sword havers can't. The great sword's all about smacking the shit out of a monster as hard as you can, as slowly as you can, while taking the absolute most damage you can. Make no mistake about it, choosing the great sword is choosing to take a hurtin'. I'm out here popping mega potions like Percocets. Can't feel a fuck to give. I am him. It's very different from the Gunlance user strategy of the best offense is getting killed immediately and letting your friend beat the boss for you. Humble opinion here, but Gunlance users should be put up against a wall and showered with shampoo and body wash. Get that sweaty shit out of here. Did you know that
Facts. Fucking facts. You tell him, Fleekazoid.
9 out of 10 Gunlance users are furries? That stat just came out. Go look it up. The great sword has hit, block, and parry. What more do you need? But with great power comes great responsibility. Parrying ain't easy. You have to start your parry 7 years beforehand and then hope it lines up with him being 3 feet away from you in the middle of an attack. Timing is essential. When their back is turned on you, not yet. When they just started their attack, not yet. When your wife starts banging the neighbor, not yet. It's all about that perfect moment. When now... Wow, sunk it. Listen, if you can't get the parry down, just go find a great sword user who did get it down that'll carry you until Capcom servers take a shit. Now, with all that being said, weapons are only half the battle. The other half is fucking up explosive barrel tosses or using the environment against the monsters. And the environment can be any number of things. You can pull a cliff down on a frog, you can lure him into a vine trap. Hell, sometimes a hawk will come down to double team that cock. Except you shouldn't double team him. I'll tell you what you should do. You should remove yourself from the situation and take a little inspiration from Mike Vick's playbook. That's right, start taking bets. Who's gonna win, the hawk or the cock? This is a God-given side hustle laid upon your feet. Are you an entrepreneur or not? If you see 2 dogs fucking and don't start charging matinees and running Facebook ads for it, then I guess you just don't want a Lamborghini.
God, oh my lord.
Do you? Bill. Profit, 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 then go use that money to craft more weapons. I just crafted a heavy bowgun. I don't like heavy bowguns. I would never even fucking touch a heavy bowgun. I just wanted to see the blacksmith again. That's business. As far as what armor you should use,
Don't worry, it's okay, Fleekazoid. Heavy bowguns are pretty boring as shit in this game. That's why I haven't even opened up the game since I beat it. I pretty much finished everything, so there's no point in me playing the game. And heavy bowgun is just butt cheeks to play. That's it.
just craft whichever fursuit matches your fursona. Listen, pimps, I gotta admit something to you. This whole time I was in fact using mods. And not just the quality of life mods I told you about. I admit I used mods to make the heavies heavier. I know, you probably didn't even notice, but I had to confess. I had to confess before I showed you this last mod. I've gone too far, damn it. Too far!
One says, now I am become death.
It's fucking this mod. Oh my fucking god, Final Fantasy. Oh, that fucking Gemma mod, dude. I swear to god, that shit is funny as shit, dude. That was good. That was good. That was a fucking good one. Love it. Love it. You know, as much as I rag on Monster Hunter Wilds, right? It's still a good game. But for me, it's just a disappointing game, though. That's about it, you know? For me personally, as someone who has played the franchise for a while, I just find it very disappointing, at least for my class anyways. All the other classes have some fun times, you know? I see the other classes having some good, funny, fun times. Smells like divine blessing. Like, all the other classes have more fun stuff, but, like, heavy bowgun has been kind of, like, neutered, and it's kind of boring to play it, to be honest, in this game. That's why I'm just not really too keen on it. I'm, you know, it's just kind of like, whatever. Like, we'll definitely play it when the title update comes, but, like, for right now, it's kind of like, there's no point, so. But, yeah. Anyways, that was a good video. I loved, you know, FLEEK is always fucking funny as shit, dude. I don't know how he comes up with this shit, but, yeah. Anyways, you guys can comment, like, subscribe, do all that fancy, jazzy stuff. Good old Fleekazoid. Gotta love him. Gotta love him.